Who's there?
Joe. Joe who? Joe Mama. Ah. Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be ranking every episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier from the worst to the best. Now I'm also going to be giving the overall percentage that I would give this show. If you haven't seen all of this show, go to this time for the spoiler-free ranking. And make sure to comment down below your ranking and like the video if you enjoyed. And let's get started. In last place, we have episode 3. Now, I still think this episode's enjoyable. It's pretty good. But I guess just overall, it was kind of my least favorite of the bunch. On the positive side, Zemo is in this episode a lot, and he is really good. He had the purple mask and everything, which was really cool. Also, we got to see Sharon, and we got a new and unique city. So, I like this one. The stuff with Zemo was definitely really cool, but overall, there wasn't all that much action, and I don't know, I just didn't think it really moved the show forward all that much, so that's why it's in last place. In 5th place, we have episode 1. Now, overall, this was just a good, enjoyable start to the series. We started off with this really cool action scene with Batroc and Falcon, and that was really cool. And another thing I really liked about this one was the whole flashback with Bucky, where there was just a really cool scene of him just beating up guys and stuff. And this one also had a really good ending with the whole cliffhanger with John Walker and everything, which was really cool. Though the reason this one is lower mainly just comes down to the fact that there isn't all that much action in this episode. It kind of feels boring at times. And I don't know, so overall, it is a good start to the show. It had a great cliffhanger and a couple cool action scenes, but generally not the best. Next up in 4th place, we have episode 2. Now, this one and the first one, they're about equal for me. I think you could put either one above the other, But the reason I like this one just a little bit more really comes down to the first half of the episode, because this is the first episode where we have Bucky and Sam working together, and I really like that, You had the whole scene, on top of the trucks and everything when they're fighting. Another really good thing about this episode is that John Walker is in it a lot, and I really liked that. But overall, the second half of this episode isn't all that good. There really isn't any action, and it just kind of feels slow for a while. So a really good episode, but not the best. In 3rd place, we have episode 5. This one's funny. So, the first scene of this episode is really good. You have John Walker versus Sam and Bucky, which is a really good scene, and it opened off great, right? But after that, nothing really happens, unfortunately, You have some stuff with John Walker and Madam Hydra and stuff, but, I don't know, for the most part, it just kind of feels boring after this. But it had a great opening. I liked seeing, Sam and Bucky actually kind of being friends at the end of this episode. I think the part where there's no action was better in this episode than in the first 2 episodes, so that's why it is higher than them. But overall, it had a really good start. There's some stuff that I liked here, but for the most part, it's kind of boring. In 2nd place, though, we have episode 6, the finale. I think this episode is a mixed bag because, on one hand, there's some great action, we get to see Sam as Captain America for the first time, and, he has a cool suit and there's some cool stuff with that. But then on the other hand, there are a lot of problems here. Though the stuff I liked, as I said, there was great action, we got to see Sam as Captain America for the first time, so that was pretty cool. And also, it did conclude the show pretty well, at the end you have, Sam and Bucky as friends, and, it was just a nice conclusion. But this one definitely has problems too. For starters, they tried to shove this political agenda into here, and it just felt so, it was not subtle at all, right? You knew exactly what they were trying to say. And that just really annoyed me. Also, they're acting like it's this sad moment and everything when the bad guy dies, right, Carly? But she literally killed people, was gonna burn the politicians alive. She shot Sharon. why are you acting like she's a good person? She's a terrorist. And also, you know, Sam as Captain America, he's fine. But I just think the reason why he became Captain America is really dumb. So overall, this episode has a lot of great stuff, but also some bad things, and that's why it is not in first place. In first place, though, we have episode 4. This one was easily my favorite. Like, this is the only one that I finished, and I was just like, oh, that was so good, you know? And it really comes down to the end of this episode with John Walker. I mean, he's in this one a lot, and he is easily my favorite part of the show. Like, I think they did a great job with his character. Like, I do have problems with the show, but John Walker is most certainly not one of them. And I just really like the dark ending, you know, where his friend died and he killed the guy. And it was just really good, you know. Like, even before the end, this was a good episode. So overall, it had a lot of John Walker. It had a really amazing ending. And that's why it is in first place. Anyway, that concludes my ranking. As promised, here's the spoiler-free ranking. And the overall percentage that I would give this show is a 78%. If you enjoyed this video, I have many more ranking videos like this. I'll probably put the links to them in the description. Make sure to leave your ranking in the comments below. And as always, make sure to get lost, hit the road, take a hike, and I will see you on the next video. This video will end in 3 seconds. So if you don't want it to go to the next video, then you better click away. 3, 2, 1. Oh.